Nepal provides humanitarian support to Afghanistan. In response to the United Nations request to help Afghanistan amidst severe winter and economic adversities, the government of Nepal has teamed up with the private sector to deliver over 14 metric tons of much-needed assistance. This included medicines, utensils, clothes, and other necessities. Among the donors were the Federation of Nepalese Chambers of Commerce and Industry, Confederation of Nepalese Industries, Nepalese Chamber of Commerce, Agrawal Sewa Kendra, and Nepal Oil Corporation. Himalayan Airlines transported the supplies free of charge, together with a Nepalese delegation led by the Joint Secretary at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Her Excellency Sewa Lamsal. Our immense gratitude and accolades, Nepalese government, donors, and all involved, for your vital help. May Allah always shelter the kind people of Afghanistan as we pray for their comfort and a more promising future.
Research highlights vaccines and following boosters do not protect against Omicron variant of COVID-19. A study by South African and German scientists recently published in the peer-reviewed medical journal The Lancet examined 7 German people who had traveled to South Africa and were vaccinated against coronavirus, 5 of whom had taken a booster dose. All of them contracted Omicron during their stay, with 3 having a moderate illness and 4 experiencing a mild case. The researchers strongly recommend continued non-pharmaceutical interventions like wearing a mask and practicing social distancing. Such concerning news South African and German researchers on the ineffectiveness of vaccines to protect against Omicron. May we soon emerge from the current pandemic with the wisdom and clarity on how to move forward by adopting the vegan diet in the caring guidance of the Providence.
Forest returned to Native American nations in United States. Recently, approximately 202 hectares of redwood forest on Northern California Lost Coast were given back to a group of 10 Native American nations whose ancestors lived on the land for thousands of years. The purchase and transfer were made by Save the Redwoods League, while the Intertribal Sinkawan Wilderness Council, an association representing the 10 nations, will now be the caretaker of the region, which is host to many ancient precious trees. Speaking of the transfer, Priscilla Hunter, chairwoman of the Sinkawan Council, said, "It's a real blessing. It's like a healing for our ancestors. I know our ancestors are happy. This was given to us to protect." Such a heartwarming development saved the Redwoods League and the Intertribal Sinkawan Wilderness Council. In celestial abundance, may forests and natural regions worldwide be cherished and looked after in loving respect and gratitude.
Researchers find new material could allow lossless power transmission. Physicist Dr. James Balles of Brown University in the United States and a team of scientists from the US and China recently discovered a new material that allows electricity to be conducted in a lossless manner and belongs to a category of substances called strange metals. Furthermore, it doesn't require extremely cold temperatures like ordinary superconductors. It was also determined that the yttrium-barium copper oxide substance they used transfers electricity with weight-like entities called Cooper pairs, as opposed to electrons like in ordinary metals, and shares fundamental quantum attributes with black holes. Theorists are still trying to create models to understand the behavior of the material, and it may hold the key for the future of quantum computers and power grids. Way to go, Dr. James Balles and team, for your fascinating research. May we develop technologically at the same pace as spiritually as we move towards a harmonious world in heaven's upliftment.
Kind young girl gives warm blankets to people experiencing homelessness. 10-year-old Bree Hall, who lives in Louisville, Forsyth County, North Carolina, United States, began a project in 2020 called Bree's Blankets, in which she collected dozens of blankets and gifted them to houseless people across her community. In the 2021 to 2022 winter season, with her parents' help, she expanded the initiative with family and friends, providing blankets and money to purchase more such essential items. Bree delivered over 200 sleeping bags, blankets, and snacks to Samaritan ministries. The Forsyth County Sheriff's Office also donated scarves, coats, and hats, distributing the vital gear to those in need. Bree said, "It makes me feel very happy because I know a lot of people are going to be warm." What a great example you are, Bree Hall. In divine love, may all people have safe and comfortable homes in a benevolent world.
Municipality adopts vegetarian fare as standard at events. Oslo in Norway recently declared that vegetarian food must be provided at all city events featuring food. If somebody wants to consume the flesh of an animal person, they must make a special request beforehand. The move is a part of the city's plan to reduce meat consumption by 50% in the municipality and will apply to all departments, including the Education Agency, Fire and Rescue Agency, Mange Museum, and more. Our appreciation, Oslo Municipality, for your action that encourages the avoidance of meat. May all governments soon completely ban the consumption of people from the animal kingdom as we create communities based on loving kindness and respect for all beings in God's light.
Veterinarians from Singapore help bird person fly again. A changeable hawk-eagle person unable to fly due to burnt wings and tail feathers was brought to the Jurong Bird Park's avian hospital after being found. Veterinarians performed a novel procedure utilizing bamboo chopsticks to reattach over 50 new donor feathers to the lovely being. The Mandai Wildlife Reserve, which manages the facility, said each feather had to be meticulously trimmed, measured, and arranged to endure the aerodynamics of the bird's flight. When the animal friend molts, which is the process of shedding old feathers, the donated feathers will fall out and newly grown ones will appear. The avian beauty has been released back to nature and has since flown over 9 kilometers with the new coal pair wings. Our loving praises, Jurong Bird Park Avian Hospital, for your life-saving kindness. In celestial splendor, may we discover more helpful ways to protect our amazing animal people co-inhabitants.